Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, didn't notice that.
Oh my
Noted.
god.
Where's your immunity necklace, Evan? Didn't didn't feel like wearing it.
I'll go put one on.
All right, guys, gonna go ahead and get started. And I'm just gonna go on camera for this reveal. I don't know if Dejan's coming, or let me check the DM more time. Okay, he liked it, so he is aware. Well, with that being said, we will jump into it and get started. All right. So a lot of the last tribal council you guys were at, there was a clear division between two different groups. Is that division still holding today?
Maybe. I feel like it is, even though people probably want to try and deny it. It's more so apparent when we talk around camp about where things lie with people.
All right. Demi, welcome back to the game. How does it feel to rejoin the group and to be back in the game?
It feels good because I did not think I would come back. That's why I ended all my chats with everyone because I was kind of mad. But um, I'm surprised I came back, and I don't know what's gonna happen. So
All right. Evan, was Demi welcomed like with open arms, or how was it like for everyone else when Demi returned to the camp?
Maybe some people were welcoming with open arms. I know I was. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to that, but I know
I pushed that bitch into the fire.
oh my
All
god,
right. All right. Tristan. So once again, going back to the division with last tribal council, it seemed to be a split. Do you think that that's still kind of holding tonight?
It could be. I haven't really gotten a chance to talk to everybody to see like who's voting with who and everything. But if I had to guess, I would say most likely maybe.
Okay. Okay. Emily, last tribal council, everyone seemed to be very I don't know, there was a lot of tension, and it was very clear that people's hopes were high, and there seemed to be a lot more energy. This tribal council, everyone's like, I don't know, maybe the sides are still there, maybe not. Why is everyone being so non-transparent tonight?
TBH, I don't even know. I think we're all just tired and we're all just exhausted.
I can answer that one though.
Yeah, I didn't feel good.
Everyone's mentally exhausted. Like I'm just gonna say it right here.
Mhm.
30 people was just too fucking much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the point where like I feel like I would have tried, but like, I don't feel that feeling anymore. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've played three seasons of Survivor in one.
I feel like Merge alone felt like a whole season. It's been 3 tribals.
Mm-hmm. I can speak for myself that I also am exhausted from this season, so we're all on the same page.
it's not even we're like almost done. We have 6 more tribals to go.
Oh
Right.
no.
Jordan, with
like
the
hell.
end so close, does that make things even more crucial?
I mean, yeah, I feel like just because like things are where they're at now doesn't mean that's how it's gonna go in the future. So everybody's gonna start thinking of who they want to sit at the end with, who like they think they can get votes again in the end, stuff like that.
All right. Dejan, I finally get a hint from somebody in that answer that, maybe things could adapt. Maybe they're not going to stay on the same sides they were last tribal. Do you see any room for people to adapt and for things to shift?
Drew, today I've noticed that usually people have conversations with me. Maybe they don't tell you the full truth or anything, but today I was isolated from majority of the tribe. So I've come to the conclusion that I'm most likely getting votes tonight. And I just sat there trying to accept that my gameplay, I did everything that I possibly could. I played with my heart out. I did everything that I came to do. I set forth for. So I just want to give a message to you, Drew. Thank you for bringing me back. I know that I was an alternate. I know that I needed to prove myself as to why I should have been an original member, a part of this cast, and I think I did. I think people are going to adapt to this vote and possibly vote me out. And I'm just going to just throw my vote at a random person just to let it go.
Well, I want to thank you for your thank you and thank you for playing, but also, game's not over yet. Still at Tribal Council tonight. Ned, Dejan makes it clear that he kind of feels on the outs tonight. He thinks it could be him. Is that a fair read going into this Tribal Council?
I mean, I think he made a few enemies from last Tribal Council, so I think he kind of feels that way. I feel like it could very well be me as well. So I feel like, despite what I've tried to get myself to talk to people, I think it still is me. So yeah.
Drew, it wasn't Drew. It was necessarily not me making enemies. It was just me calling people out for mistake. And I think people have a hard time owning up to their gameplay because you're gonna sit in the final Tribal Council and try to preach this game that nobody's seen, and then we're gonna look at you like you never said that at Tribal Councils. You never presented that on the Discord. So I don't want to sit here and allow people to like lie and like blatantly just. Okay, you can lie in Survivor, just have a good reason for lying. Like, some people don't have good reasons, they just do it just to do it. So, like, it doesn't make any sense for me. I don't think I made an enemy out of them. I just felt like I just caught them out on their bullshit, and they see that I noticed that their gameplay is whack and shit, period.
I definitely think you could have done it in a better way.
Ned, you could say that about yourself as well, because you went around on Discord just saying people's names. You could have went about that easily as well too, differently as well too. I feel like everybody on this tribe could have did something differently to get them to this position, but we had to work with what we were dealt with. And I was dealt with idiocy and just dumb people making dumb moves. Like, that's what I was dealt with. So I had to work around that. So that's simple as that. You can easily say I could
definitely say the same about that as well.
Situation, I felt like that's what I needed to do, and I felt like that was a good move to make because I feel like now people's eyes are open. They see who's actually maneuvering the way that they're maneuvering in this game.
Bella, there seems to be a lot of tension between Dejan and Ned. Is that because maybe their names are the ones on the chopping block the most tonight?
Oh wait, hey, okay. I think it all comes down to like where sides are. I don't necessarily think maybe it's because they're the two majority names going around. Because I know certain people are trying to listen for me to give out information, but I'm not giving any information out on where my vote's going at least. So yeah.
All right, Griffin. There's been many tribal councils that everyone has attended, and it feels like constantly this season the target and the plan is shifting during the tribal. Is tonight one of those cases, or do you feel like maybe people already have a plan set in motion?
I think there's plans, but also anything can happen. This season's been crazy. It's been, honestly, some of the gameplay at Tribal Council has been kind of bad, honestly. If you're like modern Survivor, people kind of like it's decide at Tribal Council, like it's kind of terrible, but you know, it could happen again this time, so but you never know.
All right. Dejan, you've mentioned that, you know, tonight you feel as if it's going to be you. What would you say to those people that are potentially thinking of voting you tonight, or like what would you do to change their mind?
I mean, I said all that I can do, and I feel like my actions have shown where my loyalty has been. Basically, I just want you guys to realize that you guys are playing to win this game. I know the money going to charity, like we know that, but you're playing to get to Final Tribal Council. So when you're sitting at Final Tribal Council, you're gonna plead your case to the jurors. They want to see authenticity. They want to see the people that are honest and straightforward. Like, of course, if you lie, own your shit. Like, we don't want to hear no apologies, and I'm saying we because I just wholeheartedly believe that I'm heading to Ponderosa and I'm fine with that. They want to hear you preach your gameplay that we've been able to see and witness. So if you go in that Final Tribal Council preaching that you did this move, that you're a part of this plan, and you were not really necessarily owning that prior to getting to Final Tribal Council, I'm not giving you my vote, and I'm pretty sure the rest of Ponderosa is not going to give you the vote. So my thing is, you guys already view me as one of the biggest threats. I was told that today, that I was the biggest threat. What happens after this, after I'm gone? Who's going to be the next one up? Think about that, because that could potentially be one of you. Just look at who is paired up with who and who's actually working together. And just vote the way you want to vote. If you feel like voting me out is the best move for your game, I understand that. I don't like. I'm gonna go out of here, my head held high, and I'm gonna vote not bitterly. I look at this game as gameplay at all. So, other than that, just do what you got to do. That's all I gotta say.
All right, thank you, Dejan. And Ned, same question to you. As you said, you felt like you were someone people were thinking of voting. Why would it be a bad idea to send you home tonight?
I mean, I'm pretty sure, pretty known that the jury do not like me, and I think a lot of people in the game itself think I'm playing quite poorly. So I think if you are genuinely thinking that, and if you do have those feelings towards my game, then I don't think it's smart to get me out right now. I think there are bigger threats, as Dejan said, in this game, and also many variables that can happen at a tribal council. So I think people should maybe rethink if they're going to try and vote me out when there are definitely bigger threats in this game, and especially if it's Final 9 right now.
Does anybody else feel like maybe tonight their name is on the block, or is it specifically Dejan and Ned that feel in trouble tonight? Okay, we have Evan raising his hand, but he definitely has the immunity necklace, so... Also, if anyone else is raising their hand, I can't see everybody, so I'm going to assume that is a no. That being said, Evan, so, it's Final 9. The edges are over. There's only 9 people that possibly could win this game. And it's getting closer and closer to the end. As you mentioned, only like 6 more tribal councils until the end. So what is going through your mind at this stage of the game?
I don't even think you said a name.
I said Evan.
Oh, you said me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, can you reset that? Because I thought that was just no.
No. Yeah, I'll restate it. I said, at this stage of the game, it's Final 9. There's only 9 people that can potentially even win this game. Edge is over, getting closer and closer to the end. What's going through your mind at this stage of the game?
Just getting there. Like at this point, just surviving. Like I want to set myself up to win this game as everyone else here does, but at this point, I'm just exhausted mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's just all about surviving for me.
Mm-hmm. Emily, would you agree with that? That at this point, it's all about surviving, or are you also considering other factors?
I'm considering everything, Drew. Yes, part of the game is surviving, but you don't win by just surviving. It just gets you there. You can be the complete underdog of the season, make it to the end, but if you don't have anything to say on your profile, what's left for your game to stay there? I think everybody knows that. Literally every single person who's made it this far knows, yeah, the goal is to get to the end, but the goal is also to win over the jury.
Tristan, this is an all-star season. You guys are all here because the first time you played, you showed some sort of potential. And so at this point in the game, are there any non-threats?
I wouldn't want to count anybody out necessarily. Maybe there are bigger threats than others, but I feel like you should keep your eyes peeled on everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm a threat. No.
Okay, actually, Griffin, I was going to you if you want to elaborate on why you feel like you're not a threat.
I'm not a threat because I don't know, looking at the jury right now, when I said that, they all laughed still. But, I don't know. I've kind of, in this game, I'm like, sure, I'll get to the end, but do I really want to win? I don't know. I feel like it'd be nice to win, but I just feel like I'm going to get there, and then jury's just going to yell at me and say what they have on their mind anyway, so it's like, I don't know.
All right. Thank you, Griffin. Dimmy, what establishes someone as a threat?
He said the main chat is Skype is broken.
Maybe text in the main chat.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Dimmy, you were asked a question.
It's better now. Oh, what's the question?
I said, what establishes someone as a threat? Like, what makes someone a threat?
I feel like someone who would be considered a threat is someone who's played the game from the start to finish, like from the start, like from their original tribe till now, and they've had like successful idol plays, or
Mhm.
like they've won immunities, or not. Like
Mhm.
sometimes immunities doesn't even matter. Like social game, you have to consider all of the above, and I think that's what makes a threat.
Mhm. Do you think you, as someone who has been on the edge with the people that now form the jury, does that give you an advantage being able to have those conversations and kind of see their perspectives on who in the game is playing well?
I think it might give me like an advantage and a disadvantage because obviously, I know information like who's gonna win who the jury would prefer winning the game, and like who they think is playing really good. But I also think it's a disadvantage because to get back onto the island, I had to lie. Like I'll be honest about that. I had to lie. So some of them might be like still mad at me. That's why it might be like a disadvantage. But yeah.
All right. Really quick, guys, I'm gonna go look at whispers. Give you guys a little update. Let's see. All right, so we have Emily and Dimmy, Ponderosa, no longer the Edge, they are now Ponderosa. Griffin and Emily, and some of these starting now, they go back like 2-3 minutes ago, stuff like that. Bella and Griffin, Bella and Dimmy, Jordan and Dimmy, Bella and Dejan, Tristan and Ned, and yeah, I think there's a few more. Hold on, Tristan and Ned, Tristan and Bella, Tristan. Hold on, Tristan, Evan, and Dimmy. Evan and Bella. Yeah, there we go. All right, Bella. At this point in the game, how do you try to put yourself above your competition? How do you try to build a resume that could win if you sit in the end?
I think it just depends on everything. Like, everyone has a different game, so like you're just doing what's best for your game at this point, and you're just hoping at the end that some people can see it, especially when if you're at the end you can talk about it and explain why you did things, because sometimes maybe it'll be quite, like, why would you do that, like, are you an idiot, like, you know what I mean? But I believe everyone has a reason behind every move made, so.
Okay. Jordan, do you feel like, at this point in the game, there's been so many tribal councils, so many people have went home, so many days and long hours on Discord. Do you think that people are starting to just run out of gas?
I mean, I feel like everybody is in a way. Like sometimes you just get tired of just strategizing for 6 hours and you're just like, the numbers are starting to get small. So it's like you come up with the plan, you stick with the plan, and go from there. For me, at least. I mean, other people might be different.
Okay. Dejan, do you still, sitting at this tribal council, feel as defeated as you did when you walked in?
Yeah, my feeling has not changed. I'm just taking everything in, listening to the answers, because I'm just gonna accept that I'm not gonna make it to the end. I'm probably not gonna survive this tribal council, so I'm just gonna see how they answer these questions, because that's how I'm gonna determine who I'm gonna vote to win, basically. I just feel like it's half and half. I don't want to reach out to people because I feel like they're gonna give me false hope, and then if I do reach out to people that could possibly save me, it's just 50-50. And like, I ultimately feel like I don't want to waste my time messaging some of these people, because in the past I've tried to message them and they did not give me information that was accurate or the truth. So
All right. And Ned, do you still feel on the same page that you did as when you walked in?
Yeah, I definitely think what Dejan says, I definitely still think he has numbers on his side. And I think it's definitely a very high chance that it could be me still. But at the end of the day, like everyone said, we're pretty checked out of this game. Obviously, I still want to stay and fight for my spot in this game, but it's getting harder and harder by the minute.
Emily, after maybe one of the craziest advantage plays ever in Reality Noted last Tribal Council, do you think people are concerned about the possibility of idols or advantages?
When are people not concerned about idols and advantages? From the very start of the game, that's one of the first things people talk about to the very end where idols are no longer able to be used or played. That's what's on everybody's mind because an idol can ruin your game.
All right.
That's all.
All right, guys. With that being said, a very tired, worn out, exhausted group you guys are, but the game goes on. That being said, unless you guys need more time or have anything to say, we can get to the votes. All right, you guys. 5 minutes to vote starting now.
I feel like this is one of those tribals on Survivor where it's like raining and everybody's like tired.
Stream rain on me.
Emily P and Dimmy whispering, Bella and Dimmy whispering. Emily P and Tristan whispering, Dimmy, Evan and Tristan whispering, Emily and Dimmy whispering, Ned and Dimmy whispering.
How long do I have to vote?
To be honest, like I didn't look at the time of when, but I'm just hoping you guys vote soon.
Okay.
This season has been like, I'll say it, this season's been the best season, but every time we do a tribal council, I'm like, one more step closer to the end. I say this though, like the next couple of immunity challenges are the most fun.
Is it cup comps?
You said this one was fun, and I didn't like this one.
Oh, I love this one.
I
There's
got
still
past
cups
one
involved.
word. I got past one word and then literally got stuck on the second one.
All right, guys, I'm going to start tallying the votes, so get your votes in. I'm going to start writing them down.
Chill with the Katie Keller music. I can't.
Wait, so did Ricky say the N-word on live?
Wait, for real?
Yeah, I'm being for real.
He
Look
said
at
he
his
had a
story.
comment out loud that he didn't mean to read out. I don't know what that means.
Wait, what? Where'd you see this?
It's the way I just now found a Sharpie. All right, writing the votes.
He posted it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wait. Did someone like tell him to say that name? And then he fell for it?
Oh, please. That would be so fucked up. Especially what he's going through right now.
Hey, Emily, I know I can't talk to you, but I like your shirt. Yes, I'm doing a heart too. I'm just not turning on my camera.
Jury management teas.
Hey, Daniel, I like your shirt too.
Hey, Daniel, are those some new glasses you're wearing? Ooh, wow, they look so good.
Hey, Simona, go Phillies. Go Phillies.
Hey, go Phils.
Go
Hey,
Phillies.
I know what you were eating earlier, but it looked really
Well,
delicious.
there goes my vote.
Oof.
I'm getting like
Yeah, David, your little
Thank
speech
you,
bubble
Vodka.
that says DY on it really looks great today.
That's Jimmy.
I don't
Well.
know. I can't see these things. I'm trying my best.
Ned, why didn't you wear
That
the
was
tennis hat?
short.
I don't know, I was feeling this one today.
Okay.
All right, guys. Can you see me? Hold up. Yeah, we're good. Can you see me?
Yes.
All right, guys. With that being said, I do have the votes. Reminder, person voted out tonight that you will not be going to the ed. You'll be joining the jury. I'll still have you join the Discord, and I'll put you into production for your exit interview. All right, guys. That being said, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right. I'll get to the votes. First vote, Dejan. Second vote, Dejan. Third vote, Dejan. Fourth vote, Griffin. Fifth vote, Griffin. Sixth vote, Dejan. Seventh vote, Griffin. Eighth vote, Griffin. That's 4 votes Griffin, 4 votes Dejan, 1 vote left. Ninth vote, and the next person voted out of reality noted, Griffin. Griffin, that is enough tonight. Please join the Discord where I will call
Oh my
you
God.
or talk to you
Griffin,
on
can I come with
interview.
you? Can I come
All right.
with you? It's so boring.
Everybody else, I'm going to end the call for everyone.
Bella.
Please join the Discord.
Okay, Bella.